of New World Tarot. I hope you are feeling wonderful and happy and so healthy right now. Thank you for joining me today for another vlog. So this month, we welcome another new moon, this time in the sign of Pisces. Now, new moons are a great time to really rededicate our energies to what we want to have, achieve, and obtain. And this is the part of the moon cycle that really denotes new beginnings and the planting of new seeds for all of our future goals. The new moons really hold potent energetic potential for manifestation and for intention. And as each new moon appears in a different sign, it's a great and very natural time to really work with the energies that are naturally in the air. Now, the sign of Pisces, which is the sign that this new moon appears in, is symbolized by the fish. And this sign is the last sign in the Western zodiac wheel. As such, it represents a time of transition, and in many ways, it represents a spiritual and just really energetic death and rebirth, okay? So I asked you, how have your New Year's resolutions been? If you failed to keep on track with those intentions that you made way back in December, then this time could really represent a new opportunity to just start over. And this is quite like an astrological new year, in fact. And the sign of Pisces is just very heavily rooted in the mysteries of the subconscious mind. It's ruled by the dark and mysterious element of water. And Pisces is all about just intuition and information that gets downloaded from the universe without really knowing how. So, in other words, it's all about psychic ability and the powers of the spirit being manifested in the human body and mind, okay? Pisces is really all about the origins of your spirit and the connection between your spirit and source, okay? It's all about the language that your original mind, your subconscious mind, it's all about the language that it speaks, which is dreams, fantasies, and imagination. So everyone, including you, has intuition and psychic ability. Psychic ability is basically your tether, your connection to source. And if you believe that you began as pure spirit, then intuition and psychic knowledge is simply information that comes through from your connection to the universe, from your connection to source via your spiritual origins as pure spirit. Because it's not really valued by our current Western society, your intuition has likely been ignored and discounted. As a result, you are likely rusty in this area unless you've been working it, okay? The potential lies within you, but if you don't use it, you lose it and it will deteriorate. So just like with your physical body, you need to work and train your intuitive muscles in order to be strong in that area. Our current mainstream society puts a huge, heavy, and multi-million-dollar emphasis on training your physical assets and abilities. But as far as your intuitive abilities, crickets. That is until very recently. I feel we are actually rounding a curve in our day and age in which intuitive awareness and fitness is slowly being recognized. It's slowly being valued and really investigated. It's a fascinating time, definitely. So let's talk about the advantages of having a strong intuition and a strong connection with spirit. So the biggest reason I can think of is that it keeps your mind clearer and helps your head remain calm on the rapids of life, okay? So the first reason on why strong intuition matters is it just keeps a calm head on the rapids of life, Life is beautiful, but it can also be challenging, stressful, scary, really heartbreaking, and just very overwhelming at the same time. Keeping a strong intuitive connection with spirit and with source gives you reprieve from the daily constant barrage of society's stresses. It provides a line that we're just kind of like a drainage line, that relieves and drains out the constant pressure, allowing you to breathe and refresh yourself. Now, this is so important for psychological health, for mental health, for emotional health, and yes, even physical health and well-being. It also reminds you that though earthly matters might seem extremely important, you're an eternal spiritual being at your core. And that it reminds you that any troubles and trauma that occur to your physical body is but a single drop of a grain of sand in a greater scheme of time, okay? This too shall pass, as the maxim goes. Another reason why having strong intuition matters is because it will bring about your earthly desires faster, easier, and with less effort. And who doesn't want that? Okay? I have to say, I suspect that this is one of probably the key reasons that intuition is being looked at much more seriously as a serious area of study in our society. So let's be honest, we do live in a capitalistic society, and some of the most successful people in our world have come right out and said that a huge part of what made their fortune is a sixth sense, a knowing, of making the right moves, making the right trades, planting the right seeds at the right time. And a study of their business history seems to really back up these statements. So we asked, how did they know to do what they did at the time that they did it? And intuition appears to be, ironically, the most logical answer. And yes, the people want to know, if intuition indeed helped this person or that person make their millions, how do I get some of that too? All right. So I personally believe you are here on this earth to overcome challenges and to leave the world a better place than it was before you arrived. And money and earthly success are great ways to achieve both of these things. So I believe that being more successful in your earthly endeavors is indeed a valid reason for strengthening your intuition. Just remember, though, that money is a step in the process and a tool in the process. And it's not really the end result, okay? So another reason why having strong intuition matters is because it brings joy to your life. It brings peace to your life. It brings purpose and design to your life as well, okay? Do you believe that your origins are spiritual? If so, what to you is the quality of spirit? In my opinion, spirit is eternal and indestructible. It is therefore fearless, it's bold, it's courageous, and it takes great pleasure and fun and adventure and challenge, Spirit is joy and light. It knows no fear or sadness or pain. It loves experience. It loves to play. And it loves to feel and be and do. And when you tap into your connection with spirit, you tap into these aspects of spirit. You will laugh more. You'll be filled with more joy and more of a sense of adventure and wonder. You will also see the hand of intelligent design in your life as well. You will see coincidences that will line up like dominoes to make amazing things happen in your life simply because you ask. And I believe as humans, we need purpose and design in our lives to be happiest, The perception of drifting from one meaningless event to the next, like a shipwreck survivor at sea on a piece of driftwood. Again, in my experience, that makes for a very unhealthy life experience that just leaves the door wide open for self-destructive ideas and behavior that serves no one and that benefits no one. Okay, such a limited anti-view just puts you in a perpetual state of survival, just trying to hang in there and swim over to the next piece of driftwood. And this viewpoint just, again, robs you of power. A sense of self-power and purpose and direction is needed to make your life richer and to make the lives of others richer as well. So, what do you do if you've never worked with your intuition before? Well, simply you start. Like physical health, as long as you're here, as long as you have breath, it's never too late to turn things around. So how do you strengthen your meditative muscles? So firstly, meditate. Okay, this first thing is what you must do. Okay, you must implement and practice a daily meditation practice. Definitely. Okay, there are different ways to meditate. The most important thing to do is to spend at least 15 minutes, at least once a day, preferably in the morning, to separate yourself from all the busy thoughts and plans and noises and distractions of the day. Okay, you can do this in complete silence or put on some relaxing instrumental music to quiet your mind. You want to really close your eyes and just still your mind, okay? And you want to go completely thoughtless, okay, for at least some of the time. Now, you can also use this time to listen for any insights or ideas that may come in response to any questions or problems that you may have. This can also be done at night towards your bedtime. It's a great way to refresh and release some of the pent-up negative energies that you accumulated during the day. All right, number 2 is you can reacquaint yourself with nature. So our busy 21st century lives have gotten so far away from our original states. We were made to be surrounded by clean air, clean water, by grounds and trees. But nowadays, we're most often surrounded by concrete, by metal and plastic and electricity and chemicals. And it's so important to return to nature, to reset your mental equilibrium and your physical and emotional health. Okay, being in nature reminds us that the universe is abundant and that the universe provides for all its creations. Plants don't struggle to grow, they just grow. Water doesn't run out naturally where water is found in forests and oceans. It replenishes itself. It evaporates, it comes back down. It's just a natural process. Everything is not go, go, go all the time in nature. On a constant state. Nature loves cycles. It loves cycles of growth and rest, cycles of activity and inactivity, and cycles of aggression and passivity. As a tarot consultant, I jump at the chance to do tarot in natural surroundings like forests and beaches because the readings come through so sharp and just so spine-tinglingly amazing in nature. The universe is nature. All right, so if you want to connect with it and tap into what it has to say, get outside and get into nature. It literally is like plugging your soul into an electrical outlet or placing out a solar panel for your spirit. Okay, you just soak it up and just kind of refresh and get clear. Okay. Number 3 is to use intuitive and psychic tools like stones and candles and melon oils and cartomantic tools. Okay, though it's certainly beneficial to train your intuition using nothing but your body, I definitely encourage you to try tools if they interest you. Obviously, I have a tool, all right, or rather several tools. My favorite tools to use to communicate with the universe are tarot decks and, of course, oracle decks as well, okay? So obviously, these work amazing for me to connect with spirit myself. Okay, so please keep those in mind as well. And you can also use other tools as well. Okay, you can use stones or seashells as amplifiers to really amplify or increase a certain energy or purpose, such as using an iolite stone, which I have here. Okay. And the use of the stone is for increased focus and intuitive power during your meditations. And if you look around on my particular table, you'll always see all sorts of stones. And different stones have different energetic correspondences. For example, we have an obsidian ball for just protecting, keeping away negativity. Okay, and just enhanced power as well. We have clear quartz crystals here, also for enhanced power. Okay, black tourmaline, which is also for protection and keeping away negativity as well. And I have so many other stones as well that aren't here, but they all have different purposes. And I encourage you to if these are something, they're beautiful to look at, beautiful to handle. And I encourage you, if this is something that interests you, to look into that. There's so much information on stones. A couple of sources I recommend are on YouTube, actually, are Freeing the Minds and also Adam Barrelay, I believe his name is, who also do wonderful YouTube videos on gemstones that are very informative. Okay. Mallow beads are another amazing tool for working with spirit. So mallow beads are beads that are often associated with meditation directly, and they look like this. They tend to be circles of stones. Okay. And oftentimes they'll have a color coordinated little tassel at the end. Okay, so I have like 4 or 5 of these. I actually have one here of howlite down here at the bottom. Okay. And I also have here a tiger's eye one, okay, which is howlite is associated with the powers, the feminine powers of dreams, of the subconscious, etc. And tiger's eye is more associated with success and with really getting masculine fire energy and getting your situation moving. And this is what I need. I need more fire in my, energetic makeup and more earth as well. I have a hematite one as well, which is great for me for healing, especially blood issues such as my menstrual cycle and stuff. When I have issues like that, I tend to wear that. and meditate with that, and it works, and it helps me deal with this discomfort a little bit, and also helps me channel more of the strength as well that having menstrual cycle brings. Okay, so obviously these can be made of various stones. I have tiger's eye, I have hematite, I have the howlite down below, and these can be worn on the body. They can be wrapped around the hands or placed on a table or altar. Okay, so candles are also another fun and, fun tool. They smell amazing. They can also be used to increase your own intuitive powers. Now, candles come in different colors and even shapes to channel different energies while you're working with spirit. And I have a few candles here. Okay, so we have different sizes. We have a thick brown candle, we have white, and we have red as well. And these are your basic here candles that can be anointed with oil. They can be used in meditation. They can be carved and used to bring about different things. Every color in the rainbow you can find candles in. Red obviously goes with the fire elements, with love, with passion, with career and creativity and trying to get things started. Brown is often associated with justice as well. And white, of course, is tended to be a neutral color that can be used for anything, and also as well with healing and purification and stuff, and different shapes. So here we have a skull candle here that can be actually used for different things. You can actually use it for ending situations, like it obviously represents death. So if there's something you're trying to end, you can use a skull candle for that. You can actually use it to represent your own brain. You can carve things on there if you're trying to get things into your mind, etc. Stuff like that. Okay, oils and incense are another way to work with and invoke spirit for communicating. So you may also wish to work with statues of gods and goddesses. For example, I have a statue here of Oshun, who is the traditional Yoruba goddess of fertility, of abundance, of wealth, luck, and love. Okay, so intuitive tools are varied, they're fun, and they can really help you to focus your intentions and therefore just get much clearer communication. Okay, number 4 is to read books and take courses. So like anything in this world, that you want to learn how to do better, intuitive training is no different. So take advice from a trusted intuitive practitioner. There is so much amazing information in books and courses. So 2 intuitives who offer amazing courses or books that I can recommend are medium James Van Praagh and healer Jeffrey Allen. Okay. And number 5, study the world of dreams. Just listen to your subconscious mind. The universe will often speak to you through your subconscious mind. That is through the mind of your emotions. And the part of your mind that speaks in the language of dreams is, related directly to your emotions. And insights, ideas, and inspiration can often come through in your dreams. So there are, again, several books on receiving messages and crafting an amazing life through dreams. And I encourage you to look into working with your dreams to download and co-create solutions to your problems and challenges. Okay? Well, I want to thank you so much for joining me for another new moon vlog, this new moon in Pisces vlog. And I am wishing you, hoping that you are getting having fun and having incredible insights, working with your own intuition, working with your own abilities. Please, it's very important that you do that. It can only make your life richer. So my challenge and my homework is for you to go out right now, if you haven't already, and just make sure you implement some of these practices. So that is all for me today. Thank you so much. Be blessed, be safe, be loved, be happy, be free, and we will see you for the next vlog. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.